Okay, right, we're back at Clark's Golf Centre. It's Monday morning. Myself, the average golfer. No Joey the Tweak this week. He's 21.
He's had a big weekend, has he?
Hangover, I would imagine. Still suffering on a Monday morning. But PGA Pro Barry Taylor is back, so it's lesson 2. We've had a 2-week break.
Yeah. Plenty
hours of practice in between. I've done a bit, to be fair. One of the good things I said is being on camera and meeting a deadline, so to speak, and we had this lesson penciled in for 2 weeks' time. So I've done a little bit of practice to hopefully see some of those changes kick in.
How's that been going? Has it been?
It's okay. I mean, I get the. I sort of, even during the lesson, I found getting the sort of new hand position higher.
Yeah.
Okay, got that sort of. I think anyway, fairly comfortably. But that sort of transition down was the one where is a big change for me.
And that's the moment of truth, really. If you get that right, then the rest is going to start to kick in.
I mean, I think in the practice rounds that I've had, and mainly at the range, played yesterday, when I get it right, I can already see a difference. Straighten me up massively. So that's a good sign, at least. Makes you want to stick to it. And the hardest thing is, isn't it? It's just sticking to it when you hit a bad one in between.
Don't let the golf ball be the judge of it, really. You know, just if you hit a bad one, we know it's going to be right. You're always going to be better.
Yeah. So what's lesson 2 then, Barry?
I want to work a bit more on that. I want to have a look at it obviously first. See, make sure you are getting higher, rather than the feeling that it is higher. But let's have a look at it.
Okay, right, it's a few moments of truth.
Yeah, transition really. I know impact is obviously critical, but you change direction correctly, there's a good chance you're going to be hitting the ball well.
Okay, right, here we go.
So we're probably going to do a few drills today. Working on that sort of transition, I think. So it's definitely higher. The backswing, the hands at the top are definitely higher.
Probably not as high as I think they are, eh?
No, they'll feel like they're above your head, probably.
Yeah. So for people who didn't watch last week's, it was a much higher position for me. I was very flat, wasn't I?
Very flat. Then actually throwing the club outwards a little bit.
Over the top.
And then at the bottom you were flipping, adding height and spin.
Yeah. So not much wrong then.
No. Just the backswing and downswing.
Yeah.
But to say that really everything we worked on is probably going to work on at the minute is about what your arms are doing really.
Okay.
The body motion's good.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy with that. Which the arm movement, is the trajectory, it's the direction, it's all that sort of stuff out there really.
Right.
The body's just the engine really that's driving.
Yeah. And in terms of trajectory, my ball flight very high, wasn't it?
Very high, yeah.
Or still?
Very high. On the day it was quite straight, wasn't it? But then you do get the odd left one, don't you?
Yeah, that hook.
Now changing the backswing to go higher isn't necessarily going to change the downswing. Your downswing could then even be even steeper, couldn't it? Because you're going from, you've been in here going that way.
Yeah.
Now you're there, maybe still going that way.
Okay.
So now you're going from the correct position to a steeper downswing, rather than being a low downswing to then a somewhere near correct.
So at least we're starting off in the right place.
Yeah, we got that bit done, but we need to work a little bit more on this downswing, I think.
Okay.
There's an area I like to see the shaft in.
Yeah.
At the minute it's quite vertical on the way down.
Yeah.
And it's directed at the ball, but it's quite vertical.
Okay.
So we need to give you some drills, maybe some feelings to how you're going to change that.
Okay. I think that's the biggest thing as well, isn't it, for anyone who's played golf for a number of years, and when you get into bad habits, bad swings. I mean, I'm again a self-taught golfer, so any change in sort of that it is that odd feeling, isn't it? It's that change in sort of sensation that's hard to.
And really, the key is over-exaggeration. Even when you're not hitting balls, if you can practice, you can do some drills at home. And exaggerate it to massively exaggerate it.
Right.
So instead of just feeling that it's in the right place, feel it's the wrong place, but the opposite side. It's down here somewhere. Because then it'll ingrain quick. It'll feel comfortable quicker rather than it being correct but uncomfortable.
So like I said, with my current transition, I've got a little bit of a cut in there, haven't I?
Yeah, exactly. So you've gone from quite low to coming down a little over. Now you've got you on a better plane going back, but you're coming over even more actually.
Oh, right, okay.
But the same amount of over, but it's from a higher position.
From a different position,
So we now need to get you into that. Okay. Really work on that downswing bit. So, just go straight up to the top for me.
Swing up to the top and hold it, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so what we're looking for is for the shaft really to get more back in there.
Okay.
But that's going to feel like that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the reality, that's where I want it to be.
Yeah.
That's where you are.
Okay.
What does that feel like?
Yeah.
Can you get any feelings from that?
Well, my elbow's tucked in straight away, and my wrist is a lot flat. This wrist is a lot flatter as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But that's a massive exaggeration, that's horizontal.
Yeah.
Obviously that's vertical.
Yeah.
That's your nearest to vertical, we want it in that area. Okay. Just above the top of your bicep. What I don't want you to do is go flat in the backswing in an attempt to get lower on your downswing. So it's,
Yes.
it's
Keep
going
that bit.
to feel like a loop, obviously, because
Yeah.
you've been doing this a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm.
You've now got to do the feeling.
Yeah, that's how it does feel. It feels like I'm like dropping this shoulder quite considerably down. That's quite a nice ball, though, that one.
That was a decent hit. That was 163.
Yeah.
Not a bad hit, that. So swing to the top and stop. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of practice drills. That's a nice first one. Try and drop that behind you as you start the downswing.
All right.
Again, it's an exaggeration. It's a
Yeah.
big, imagine you've got to try and drop that. It's really
Yeah.
difficult. Very shallow.
Yeah.
You know, club faces become open a little bit because
Yeah.
of that, but we
Yeah.
know you're in a good position at the top, so it won't
Right.
actually be open.
Right. Yeah, but like I said, a different sensation to where I've just been again, really, that, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. So it's attaching a feeling to the
Yeah.
movements, isn't it? And that's going to be different for everybody. You know, what you're feeling is different to how I achieve that. How I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's why it's quite good. You know, when I'm teaching, it's, well, somebody, you know, you're feeling what you think. So, you know, one of the guys I teach, sort of, it feels like he loses an arm wrestle on the way down.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You're top of your backswing, he loses an arm wrestle. That's his feeling, that's his thought.
Yeah.
And it sort of gives him.
And I think that's a good point again. It's that sensation that registers in your brain, isn't it? That you know,
you're
makes
going
some
to think
kind of
about
sense.
what your body's going to do. Are you going to think about what the club's going to do?
Yeah.
Again, that's whether you're thinking internally or externally. Are you going to think of your elbow?
Yeah.
Are you going to think of what your hands are doing?
Yeah.
Or are you just going to think, well, let the club head be really heavy? That's another feeling you can use. Imagine the club head is very heavy. It's just dropping, dropping, dropping. All the time, shallowing out.
So is that?
That's good. Good exaggeration. Yeah. I'm going to film a couple in a second. We'll have a little.
Okay.
You know, I say in the short term, I just need exaggeration, and if you're going to practice it, just don't worry about the ball. Just
Yeah.
get the movement. Try, ideally, film it.
That was okay as well. 2 straight shots here. I've been seeing them on Skytrack. Don't record the patterns back. You go to pieces now. That camera's gone on behind me. Yeah, not bad. Okay, let's have a look then.
So at the end of last week, we got your swing higher, which is good.
Okay.
And you've maintained that. It's pretty good. It's pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you got the height there. We were talking about. You know, to start last time, it was very low, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
It
yeah.
was sort of below your right shoulder there. So, you know, that's where we ended. And you've sort of maintained that pretty good there.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Happy with that. So, the transition, the change of direction, we want to get it shallower. You know, we want to get the shaft of the club in a shallower position.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So we look at when your left hand gets level to the ground.
Yeah.
This angle really, it's above your shoulder. It's pretty high.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, I would ideally like it to be getting into the middle of that bicep,
down into
maybe
there.
into towards the top of it.
Okay. And that's that explanation when you were giving me, wasn't it, about that feeling like dropping the club, or we did the foam thing dropping backwards off the...
We'll do a few other drills as well. We'll try
Yeah.
a few other different ones, but let's see, we'll have a look at maybe how that's changing.
Okay.
Again, when the left arm gets level to the ground.
Yeah.
Again, though, isn't it?
It's flatter, it's better, isn't it?
Definitely,
Dropped it a
yeah,
little bit, yeah.
You know, that's for me, that's fairly significant, really.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. I know it might not look
Right.
in degrees. It's maybe 20 degrees.
Them hands have moved quite a bit, haven't they?
Yeah, that's what I want to watch for, though. That's you know, I don't want this elbow, the right elbow here. So, just I don't want that getting behind the body too much,
Okay.
because that's going to be stuck then. So we don't really want that. But we started to change it, improve it a little bit. That would be better than where you were.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a look down towards impact. Club dips under the line. Okay, so we've not really worked completely on impact yet. I say it's definitely a slightly different path to the ball. But it's good.
Yeah, it's
You're
not
getting
bad. Moved a bit, hasn't it?
So just want to watch for this right elbow here, just getting behind the body. So more, it's not towards the seam of your jacket. So
there's more tucked into the front of the chest.
Yeah, it's more in front of the sort of right ribs, really.
Okay, yeah.
So it is shallow, it's not quite what I want.
Yeah, I understand you, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Nice to see it change,
yeah, nice improvement for 2 weeks there.
So right, that was my slightly improved swing anyway,
Yeah, it's good.
path. So next step, what's
So the shaft's shallow, but we've just got to watch for the right elbow and not getting sort of stuck behind here. Yeah, it's got to be a bit more in front, really. So looking for the arms to be a little bit in front and the shaft still to be on that shallow angle.
Yeah, get that.
So I'm going to give you another drill just to sort of encourage you to shallow the shaft a little bit more and exaggerate it.
Yeah.
So then we don't slip back. So we're going to use this little thing.
That's a new driver.
It's a junior driver, but the driver's irrelevant. It's the cup, really.
Wow.
So what we're looking to do is we swing to the top.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah.
What we're trying to imagine is keeping the water in the cup.
Oh, right, okay.
Now, what you would do, obviously, would have done that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, which would have closed the club face for you, not a bad thing. But it also then ends up, isn't it?
Right.
You know, in a bit of a scooping up that way.
Behind you there?
So we'll try.
Just watch that camera just behind.
So we'll just try to shallow out from there,
keeping that in.
Wow. Keeping the elbow in front.
Yeah. And we're not going to do this actually with water in, are we?
No, I think you might end up with a wet floor initially.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
so swing to the top, obviously, you're doing what we said last time. Nice and high backswing. Yeah, downswing, keep the water in it all the time. Okay. That's obviously a massive.
Yeah, it's such a. I mean, it's a great. I don't know. I was going to say visual. It's not a visual, but it's something that really registers with the brain because that's a massively different feeling.
Yeah, that's a massively different thing. You'll look at the club face opening up quite a bit as well when we do that.
So to there. That's a totally different feeling, isn't it?
Now the club face is open because what's happening is your arms are doing the top part of your arms are doing a better thing.
Yeah.
But your wrists aren't doing what we want them to do just yet. But you know, this is about training this bit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not about training what your wrists are doing.
I mean, the interesting thing is that so Barry was talking about the elbow, my elbow getting tucked in sort of behind here, weren't you, really, on my what I'm thinking the change I'm making, but I'm you don't want this elbow to go behind me.
No, I want the shaft to be shallow, but I don't want the elbow to be behind, so then you're going to get stuck. And then you'll still flip from there, so you'll have the same problem from the inside.
Right. Well, that drill, straight away, what I can tell you is like that drill, my elbow to do that, my elbow is all of a sudden coming right from behind here, right into the front. So that, in terms of a sensation, that's the way I was thinking, not visual. In terms of sensation, that's a totally different feeling.
And, you know, all change is about getting the feel, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's understanding it, the actual concept and what we want to do, but then you've got to feel it. You can't swing with a thought like that. You know. And the more you do that, that's incredible.
Go
on, do that again for me.
So just up to the top, yeah.
Okay, good. On the way down. So it's training this bit really. This is the main.
Yeah.
We're not really. Cause we can tell the club face is wide open, but this is doing the right stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we close the club face eventually by doing this.
Moving this, yeah.
We'll get onto that at a different time.
Yeah. No, it's a real. What the biggest thing for me noticing is that it's changing my elbow position.
Yeah.
It made a massive difference to moving my elbow from, and again it feels really different. Again, it's like muscles are sort of stretching. That the whole thing is totally different in there. Good. It's a good drill, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's decent.
Very good.
A little plastic cup and a bit of
not one I've seen before, yeah, but that is a great, I really like that. So I'll do it with me. So I'd be really holding that, as I feel, holding the club face open like you said at this time.
And you're doing that using the top part of your arms, you know, which is the end of the elbow. Every part of the body, every joint effectively is going to either open or close the face.
Okay.
So they're going to steepen the shaft, shallow the shaft, or do something, shaft leaning backwards or forwards. Every joint does that.
Right.
So what we're doing is we're changing this bit.
Yeah, which is
opening up.
Yeah.
Now the next step is to then use your wrist to close it down.
That down.
So it's all balances out. That's why it takes a little bit of time, because I'm adding an open move in there. Yeah, you're probably going to, it's the right.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're going to be building a better swing. But this opening move is also going to help us to shallow the shaft, to get that on plane. So this opens up and shallows the shaft.
Yeah.
We've done one thing we want. We change the wrist positions.
The interesting thing for me as well is like in the space of 2 lessons, there's a massive change, but I'm relatively comfortable with it. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's different, but I don't
like to use the word natural, but it is natural.
Yeah.
Human motion, really. It's the way the body wants to work. It's just we get out of it. You pick a ball up, most people are going to tap into this sort of thing. They're going to do that motion. So you maintain the height in the backswing, which is good. Let me give you one more little feeling. Again, so if you just put the club up, if you hold it, the club head, put that around the back of your elbow.
Okay.
And then grab that and just pull it that way slightly.
Oh yeah.
You should hopefully feel a big stretch there.
Yeah.
Again, it's giving you this movement backwards without the elbow getting behind the body.
Right. Okay. There again, all parts of that same thing is again that elbow in position, you know, and that's the one. Well, the hands position was the first thing, which again is different from where I'm at, and then that second thing is just that elbow being tucked in. It's really more noticeable this week, obviously with. having a little bit of time to practice getting up in that top position, it's more noticeable now about trying to
obviously
get this
initially I
elbow.
give you all the information, so I was like this and this.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to work on the first bit. You know, get that comfortable. Then we're going to do this bit next. The knock-on effect of this is then allowing us to get, you know, shaft lean at impacts and all the stuff we want.
Yeah, it's very good. I've got to. I mean, the other thing that's pleasing is that when you have a lesson, there's a period of time where you're going to go perhaps backwards for a little while, and what I'm happy about is that I'm still relatively striking the ball well enough. Do you know what I mean? To
you're about the same as what you were. You know, when you get comfortable with it, it's going to be better.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
You're not going backwards. You've just maintained, but
which is great. It's a bonus, really.
And obviously, we don't really want people to go backwards, really. You know,
no, but during that
within a 30-minute lesson, of course, I'm going to expect you to take some rubbish shots, but that's not going backwards. That's just
of course it is, yeah.
You know, we had the right movements in at the right time. You know, you gradually get better and better and better. And
no, it's brilliant. It's good.
Good stuff.
Enjoyed that one.
Another 2 weeks practice.
Yeah. That's lesson 2 out of the way. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I certainly am. I must admit, it was. I was a bit sensitive. Like I said, being too scared of going backwards, really, and I'm really pleased that. The 2 lessons I've had, I feel massively different, to be honest with you, already, and well worth sort of persevering with. Really, I've enjoyed it in the balls out of it today, and no real horrendous ones in there, has there? You know, they've all been all right, but good and bad. But it was a great changes. I love the different sort of sensations and feeling, and also understanding those changes and sensations. So really enjoyed it. So as ever, keep on watching. Hope you enjoyed lesson 2. So we're going to do 2 weeks more practice and then
2 weeks more, and then
together.
maybe working on impact to look down that a bit better. But
right, that'll be it then. 2 weeks from now, another one, and see if I can improve a little bit more by then. Right, we'll see you soon on To Upload TV.